Welcome to the video. Who is Peter Hammill? Well, Peter Hammill is an English singer-songwriter who's the lead songwriter and singer for the progressive rock band Van der Graaf Generator. But don't let that put you off. He's been recording for over 50 years. He's produced well over, it's probably about 50 albums now, including compilations and live albums, many of those multi-disc as well as I think 13-ish albums for Van der Graaf Generator. So he's a prolific songwriter and performer. He's obviously coming to the end of his career these days. But what I did just a week or two ago is I did a rundown of Peter's albums down to try and select the top 10. I started listening to him in 1974, 1975. And during that rundown, there were 2 or 3 albums I thought would potentially appeal to people who don't know his music that well. So I'm picking one of them today. So I'm basically, here I am presenting a clip of myself doing a piece of the rundown in the long 50-minute video, which was a full career overview and a selection of the top 10. So the album is called And Close As This, and it's from 1986. So hopefully you'll enjoy the video. And Close As This. Now, I had this album in my collection, 1986 I said. I have album in my collection for 86. I can tell you for 20 years. And I thought it was mediocre and uninteresting. But then I listened to a particular track and it made sense to me for the first time. I'll talk about that in a second. This is a kind of a brave album, but he could have been braver. And what I mean by that, it's mostly a quiet acoustic piano, little bit of electronic keyboards here and there, but not much. It's the sparest of accompaniment. And it's kind of bold, but he's got 2 tracks on it. One is called Silver and the other one is called Confidence, which sound just too aggressive for the mood created in this album, and maybe they would be better with a band. Maybe he did play it with a band on some occasions. I don't know. I never see him play. I can't remember if I saw him play those particular tracks. But it kind of makes the album ever so slightly disjointed, but that dominant late night feel that really kind of still gets through. So it's that kind of acoustic album in the main. It really gets through. Too Many of My Yesterdays, Faith and Beside the One You Love are all favourites. I mean, intelligent lyrics that lay out, real life experience in relationships. Where he's maybe lamenting on a relationship that has been around for a long time but it's going nowhere, or maybe to the exit door. Or even, Beside the One You Love, which is kind of the opposite, where he's kind of acknowledging that he is absolutely with his soulmate and, the pleasure of sleeping next to somebody who you are so incredibly close to. Very powerful. Very powerful indeed. But the last track, Sleep Now, is the one that kind of is the most moving, misty-eyed. It describes a father looking into the cot of his young baby daughter or daughters, whispering, "Sleep now." And as he quietly sings about his hopes and expectations for their life to come. It's really beautiful as a declaration of love for his daughters. It's just incredible. And so the whole album, may be short and sparse sounding, especially if you were to program it so you didn't hear Silver and Confidence. But it's very moving as an album, and it's all about that last track. So 20 years having this album, having daughters of my own, completely made sense to me. Finally, fantastic album. So Thanks for watching the video. I hope you found that particular recommendation interesting and potentially appealing to you. I would firmly say that I think Peter Hammill is not just one of the long-standing singer-songwriters from the UK or almost anywhere, 50 odd years of making music. I think as far as English songwriters concerned, I don't know anyone better. No one in my book can write as intelligent and thought-provoking lyrics, yet still have the skill of melody within his music than Peter Hammill. So I'm close as this, heartily recommended. Might not be the place you would start, but there's a couple of other albums that I'll pick up in due course. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.